Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's me again. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I do hope that you stick around for all the new content that is to come on this channel. I make videos talking about news and animation and Nintendo. I do skits, and every now and then I stream video games. And if you want to stick around to see any more of that, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you can get notifications for me when I post. And as always, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you so much for sticking around. Okay, so yes, I know E3 was all the way back in June and I'm a few weeks late with this video. I started off this summer with streaming a lot and I kind of missed some opportunities to make videos. I wanted to keep up with Luigi's Mansion 3 ever since we first heard about it in the September Direct last year because I was a huge fan of the first GameCube game and I was eager to see how this new game would turn out. A lot of new information was talked about at E3, especially during Treehouse, so in this video I just want to talk about my overall analysis and thoughts about Luigi's Mansion 3. Now the first thing that I want to start off with is how this game is going to separate itself from the other two. When looking at strategies and like the overall structure of the story, there are some key differences. In this new game, Luigi has new attacks to, I guess, suck up ghosts, and I feel like they did that in order to make it more easier when playing for both people who are new to the series and returning players. When I looked at the Treehouse gameplay, it kind of looked like they wanted to emphasize like the exploring part of this game, so they probably buffed up Luigi so it'd be easier clearing up an area full of ghosts and continuing on with your journey. When I compared to like the first game to this new installment, again, I got the sense that they just want to make it easier for getting rid of ghosts and just having more of an interesting time actually exploring the mansion. Luigi's Mansion 3 still uses that mechanism where you have to collect things in order to progress inside the mansion, which, I mean, every game uses that mechanism. I don't even know what I'm trying to say at this point. In the first game, you had to collect keys in order to go to the next room. In Dark Moon, you had to collect Dark Moon pieces, and in this game, it looks like you have to collect buttons for an elevator in order to proceed to the next floor. I like this idea. It's more of a creative approach. I believe that it gives players a chance to actually explore the whole entire floor for what it has, rather than exploring just one room in the first game or a section of the floor in Dark Moon. Since you have to collect buttons in order to go to the next floor and explore them, I have a feeling that you're going to be exploring a whole lot in just one floor, which again kind of correlates with my last point where they emphasize the exploring part in this game. Another idea that I had was each floor having a specific theme and the bosses in each floor kind of correlating with that theme as well. I remember when watching Treehouse, there was a floor that was a movie set or something like that, and you had to fight a prop, which was like, I think a dinosaur or a dragon. I think it'll make the gameplay more interesting and make people, when playing, kind of focus on what's happening around them. A lot of people have been pointing out the possibility of portrait ghosts returning in this third game. I also see that being a possibility. In the trailer, there were ghosts that looked more different from the standard ones that are wearing costumes, and they could act as bosses for each floor. It's pretty cool to see these ghosts with more of like a personality and characteristics. It brings back that original feeling from the first game with the portrait ghosts and all that. I think that these new portrait ghosts will again act as bosses for each floor, and they will in a way correlate with the theme of each floor. I also want to greatly appreciate how expressive the animation is in this game. That alone is going to make the gameplay more exciting and joyful, especially with a game like Luigi's Mansion. The visuals look amazing, especially when compared to how it looked in the September Direct last year. It's honestly a huge step up. I think with the better animation and more expressive characters, they still want to capture that spooky or horror aspect from the first game, but in more of a better way. With the limitations that they had back in 2001, they still capture that atmosphere, don't get me wrong, but probably not all the way like they wanted to. So I feel like with the animation overall, with this game, I feel like they're going to capture that same feeling 100%. And it also looks like you'll be saving Mario, Toad, and Peach as well. I wasn't really expecting Peach to be part of this game. If anything, most people were theorizing that Daisy would be part of the game and you'd be saving her as well. But I also like that it's Peach too. I thought it was just going to be Mario and Toad, but it's pretty cool that you're going to be saving more than one person. Now, I don't know if you save them all at once at the end of the game or you save them like one by one and the characters help you as you progress through the hotel. Honestly, it would sound pretty cool if you save them one by one, and as you save them, they will help you as you progress. Though I feel like if that were the case, that would have to do with like being multiplayer, and they would have gone over that in Treehouse or something. So I don't really see that being the case. Most likely you would just have to save all of them at once at the end of the game. But still, it sounds pretty cool. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, there was some news happening with Nintendo and like animation pretty much right after E3 happened, and I kind of just been streaming for the past few weeks and haven't really been able to like set up a video and actually film. So I'm gonna try to get these videos out throughout this next couple weeks. And Luigi's Mansion 3 was one of them. We learned a lot about it at E3 and it honestly looks super cool. We don't have a release date for the game. It still said 2019, but I'm assuming in the next Nintendo Direct, whenever that may be, they might advertise Luigi's Mansion 3 one more time and then finally give us a release date. If it were to be delayed, I feel like they would have told us at E3 as well, along with Animal Crossing. But if there is any new news about Nintendo or Luigi's Mansion 3, I'll be more than glad to make a new video about it. Anyways, new videos are coming out soon, and until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.